for you to actually make a good photograph, you're able to see that image before it is taken. My name is Omotayo Tajudeen, and I'm an amazing street and documentary photographer. I do streets and I document awesome memories and I capture breathtaking images.
Wow. Alright, so have you always wanted to do what you're doing now?
Okay, no. Okay, when I first started off, no. Like, I wanted to be a pilot. But as things went on and on, I don't know, it just happened. It just happened one very fateful day back in school, and the rest is history, sha.
Okay, I think you bring back the history because being a pilot and being a photographer, there are like no correlation.
Yes, okay. Back in school, I think that was in 2016 or so. I had this phone then that had very wonderful camera, and I was like, okay, I was just taking pictures, helter skelter, and people were like, these pictures are nice. So people were like, come and take my picture, come and take my picture. So from there, I was like, okay, wow, this is getting interesting. And then I began to see images of other people, and I'm like, okay, photography is actually a thing. And then it's no more a hobby now. It's now like a lifestyle.
So what would you say your typical day is like?
My typical day, if I'm not creating, if I'm not out on the streets creating images, I'm at home working on images. So except if I need, okay, maybe I feel like I need a break or I need a new kind of inspiration, then I see movies or I play games. But every day, I'm always doing something with pictures.
So how do you feel when you're creating images?
Yes, I feel basically in the person.
Okay.
If I'm creating an image of a man on the street, for instance.
So let's say I'm creating images of myself. So
Okay.
you feel Femi.
Yes, I feel like, what is Femi feeling? Because when I'm creating images, basically I capture candids. I don't take portraits that much. I prefer candids, and candids are like pictures captured in the moment. So when I make those images, I basically feel, okay, what was this person thinking when I was creating this image? So I try to make that final image project what that person was feeling while I was creating that image. So whoever sees that image will be like, okay, I think Femi had a good news at this point and was feeling so ecstatic at this point, even a year or 2 years after.
Okay, so talking about street photography, are there any funny experiences?
Plenty. Shooting on the street, especially the streets of Lagos, is war. So most times, I don't even bring out the camera, because when you see an average man, an average Lagosian is angry. So when they see you pointing the camera at them, there are actually two sides to it. They can either go ecstatic or they go crazy. And most of the time they go crazy. So most times I shoot using my phone. And then they don't know, because I don't know, it's like,
you don't know you take pictures with your
most
phone.
of the photographs I make are made with my phones, like the street images are made with my phones, and people don't know. So I just shoot on the streets like 007 kind of thing.
Stealth mode.
Yeah, stealth mode kind of thing, and then I do my, except if I know that, okay, I need to create maybe like a story, a particular story I want to create, and then I go have my camera, and then I talk to people from different places and do that. Shooting on the street, like there was a time I was shooting at Yaba, and I spoke with a man that, okay, I want to take a picture. The man consented, but his colleague was angry on his behalf that why would I be taking his friend's picture. He almost wanted to fight that day, but I just settled it, and that was all. So shooting on the streets of Lagos is actually very, very tricky, but it's very interesting, because I call it the beautiful chaos. Everything is scattered, but it's already arranged. It's just left for you to see.
Okay, so there's a part of the personal life, there's a part of the creative life. Like two different things. So how do you balance both of them? How do you create a balance for both of them?
Okay, first off, I see my creative life as my personal life, because I see myself as a creator. So my creative life is, my personal life is my creative life. So the more I sharpen my creative life, I'm sharpening my personal life. Because basically, I tell people that for you to actually make a good photograph, you're able to see that image before it is taken. After it's taken, before it is actually even taken.
So that at times when we pay prices for our craft, like some of us go long way, make sacrifices and all. So what we say is the biggest sacrifice that you paid?
I was in Bida, Niger State, and I was photographing the Dover Festival. And they refused me photographing. They said I can't, but I said I must. Not that I told them. I told myself that I must photograph this thing. And for the first time in my life, I was horse whip.
Wow.
Yes. I was trying to make a photograph and a horse whip, it hit my hand and my phone fell down because I was shooting my phone. Phone fell down, cracked my screen. It was a new phone. The screen tore apart. And although I made the photograph, I got the photograph I was looking for. So I didn't really feel the truth. And then the same phone, I was shooting sometime in December and it got soaked in water. But everything that has happened has been for photography basically. So I don't really, although I might feel pain at first, but when I say, okay, I got what I was looking for.
Okay, so there's this thing when it comes to photography. I know a few friends who are like, oh, they need to get one of the best gadgets before they can start up, or they need one of the specific gadgets, they need to have a studio before they can start up and all. So do you think for anyone looking to get into this field, need to have, like, there's this starter kit the person needs to have, or the person just need to, or what is the thing the person need, or what are the things?
The first real kit, I think that when it comes to photography, is a good eye. That is actually
a good eye.
Yeah, that is actually the most important thing.
So what you mean the good eye? What do you
for instance,
really mean by
for
that?
instance, you have a setting. You have maybe a tree and maybe 2 chairs, and then people standing in a particular place. The way I see it, I compose that scene in my eye and in my head, even before I bring out my camera to take the picture. I've already composed that image. I've taken the photograph before I even take it. I've made the photograph already before shooting it. So the camera is just to capture it because I can't print from my head. So that's all the camera is just there for, just to capture that moment. So the eye is there for you to actually see what you want. Like I said, when you're shooting the streets, everything is already laid out for you. You just have to have the eye to see it, and then bring out that moment.
On the final note, so I want to talk about pricing. So how do you price your work, or how do you value your work?
Okay. Personally, I don't really believe monetary value can give me the adequate value for my work. Because if I price a particular photograph for 50,000 naira, I kind of calculate the stress or the effort I put into making that photograph, which people can't really see it, because I know what I had gone through. For instance, the photograph I said I made in Bida, where they flogged me, horsewhip and stuff.
Yeah.
If I want to sell that picture for maybe like 100,000 naira, people come and say, oh wow. Some people say, oh, this is nice, this is beautiful, and this is this. But personally, that money I was paid, okay, I can take it as, okay, yes, I've made money. But the value actually that photograph will give me is not the money. It is that emotion that photograph has struck in that person. For instance, someone sees a photograph and like, wow, this photo has changed my mood for today. That will weigh more to me as a person than paying me money. Not that I won't collect money. I'll collect money.
Yeah, that's the part I'm going to.
Yeah, I'll collect money. But when it comes to pricing my work, I will take the life-changing or the emotional aspect over the price. But that doesn't mean I won't price you. I will price you for sure. I will price you for sure, but I will need to collect that guarantee. Okay, do you really like this work? Why are you buying this picture because you are my friend? No, but because that photograph actually hit you somewhere. That is what I want. So that
if I get you right now, I'm saying you place more value to your work. The value you place to your work is more than the money.
Value. It's more than the monetary
value. But then you still get.
I'll still get. If I tell you that picture is 100,000, I know that picture is actually worth more than $1 million to me.
This is the part where I don't want to say goodbye. But then we meet again on another episode. My name is Olafemi Gusaya. Till then.